Now that you have your Breville, what accessories should you get? All you need is a few accessories to upgrade the look and feel of your Breville espresso machine. Something that everyone loves about Breville espresso machines is the design. If you've picked up a Breville as your very first home espresso machine, it feels like a big upgrade, especially if you're coming from an espresso, a Keurig, or that old drip coffee pot. And while the look of Breville machines is definitely a fan favorite, I've noticed that some home baristas start to feel a little restless once they've seen other home espresso machines out there. What I mean is you start to notice fancier Portafilters or Tampers or sometimes even the decorative knobs and switches, especially when you compare them to the stock accessories and tools that come with your Breville. And that's why I'm so excited about the craft collection Breville recently released. Today, I'm going to show you what's in the collection and how it really elevates the look and feel of your Breville. Oh, and by the way, I have with me the classic Breville Barista Express and Breville Dual Boiler to model these accessories. Starting with the new naked Portafilters. First off, you'll notice the walnut handle, but they've also added a flat spot as a thumb rest. This makes the Portafilter really ergonomic and easy to handle while you're doing all of your prep. The naked Portafilter, also known as a bottomless portafilter, is really great for espresso shot visibility. Because there aren't any spouts, you see the espresso start to bead from the basket as it brews. And very quickly, you will know if you've done a good job in all of your prep, if it brews in one uniform flow or sprays everywhere and makes a big mess. Or arguably worse, no espresso comes out at all, which is due to a grind size issue usually. All right, let's get these in place. Up next, we have Breville's force gauge tamper and that same walnut and stainless steel combo. I really love force gauge tampers as an upgrade because they really help with puck prep in terms of consistency in the form of tamping pressure. This one from Breville is spring-loaded, and you're able to adjust it to the force that you want. So you're essentially able to set it up so you can get anywhere between 15 and 22 pounds of pressure with each tamp. Also, the reason why I have two machines here with me today is that most espresso machines from Breville feature a 54mm brew group. But some of their other machines do feature a 58mm brew group, the commercial standard. I've talked about the differences between 54mm and 58mm before, so if you want to know why, be sure to check out that video. My point is that the craft collection features both 54mm and 58mm accessories, depending on your needs. Which leads me to my favorite accessory in this drop. Your Breville machine most likely came with one of these. This is the razor tool, and if you were wondering what the point of this tool is to achieve consistent dosing prior to tamping. And this is the Distribution Duo. The Duo is really exciting because it has two distributing tools in one. The spiky tool on the inside is a WDT, or Weiss distribution technique. There are 8 needles in this WDT, and they can be repositioned to different spots based on your preference. Now, while I would personally probably keep them on this narrow angle, if you're looking to have a little more randomization with your WDT, changing the pattern up can be helpful for some baristas. You use this to break up any clumps remaining in your coffee grounds in your Portafilter. And this part is a wedge distributor. Altogether, this has the same ergonomics as a tamper. Essentially, after you use your WDT, you place this on top of your Portafilter and then twist. Now, your puck, in theory, is distributed evenly and ready for tamping. I also really like this combination because, as somebody who WDTs every shot, that can make my espresso really fluffy and messy. So using a wedge to help settle the grounds down keeps my espresso station a little bit cleaner. Last but not least, we have the Pro Control Jug. If you're new to your home espresso journey, you might think the milk pitcher might not make a big difference to you. But as you get further into the hobby, making lattes or other milk-based drinks at home, you might start to notice you prefer a different style of frothing pitcher for pouring latte art. It's a barista rite of passage to try out a handleless milk jug. First of all, it's a different experience than your classic stainless handle. And second, you get a better feeling for the flow of milk through your fingers holding it this way. I also really appreciate the shape of the spout on this pitcher, making it easier to flow milk. The spout plays a major role in forming latte art. Some are really sharp, some are really gentle and rounded, and I'd say that this one is kind of in the middle to do all forms of art. What I appreciate though is how long the spout is, building momentum so you can pour different shapes and get a better feel for the flow of your milk. Safe to say, I'm also a big fan of this accessory too. Let's check out a before and after to see how these accessories make an impact. I mean, you can't tell me that the walnut accents don't make an aesthetic difference alone. Anyway, let us know what you think of these new accessories from Breville. And also, let us know what you think in general, what coffee accessories are worth upgrading first. This might help out some new baristas in the comments. And if you want to be the first to know when new products are released, sign up for our email newsletter.